Show us what you're made out of.
Oh my gosh. That's all. I just lost. Ah! Spencer, are you okay?
Hey, get out of the way, Spencer! Get out of the way.
Leave!
Bonsai! Woo!
That was awesome, guys. Good job. Good
Now I'm
job.
going to kill the child!
Let's go, Daddy. Jump. Leap. Leap. Hit him, son. Now it's my turn. Watch out, son.
So yesterday we had a really fun day of canoeing, and today we got a new mission.
Yeah.
We're going to go on a hike. You guys found an abandoned shack yesterday, or last couple days ago?
Yeah, about 2 days ago.
Yeah. Spencer, you have...
It doesn't work like I expected it to.
No.
I'm just gonna keep it in my hand now.
You got a lightsaber. And Daddy has a slingshot. Alright, let's go. It's a bit far. Haley, you gonna come? Come on, Haley.
Haley came all the way last time.
Haley followed you last time.
Yep.
Okay. Well, here we go. We're pretty far from the house now.
Yeah.
That's our little plot of land.
Yeah.
The trees over there. Oh, look, Ocelot's coming. Our cat.
Oh, that's not all.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, I just see him like inside the little grass.
Yeah.
Cute. It looks like Haley started following us as well.
Oh, our cat's coming to join us today. So yeah, it looks like this farmer field, they're just doing hay this year.
Very unusual. I haven't seen him do hay in a long time.
We've never seen them do hay. Usually it's they rotate between corn and soy. Look at him, he's panting.
Oh, he's so funny when he does that. He has like,
Are you going to join us today, Ocelot?
Oh, Ocelot, you guys remember Ocelot? He was the cat that came running to us. The little field like meow meow.
Yeah.
And you could barely see him. So he was panting too much.
Panting way too much.
Panting way too much.
And he was lying down in the grass.
Yeah.
He was too hot.
Yeah.
So we called for backup. We called for a medic, and Mommy came with the car and picked him up.
To protect you from all those needs.
Whew, we made it.
Have you heard about like Parker's Castle and stuff?
No.
Well, it's like there. It's like a big tree.
Oh, the big pile of trees? So that's where you guys go to play? Taking a little rest?
Yep.
She came from way over there. And we're headed into the far corner over there. Oh, donuts. Alright, Timbits.
They are Timbits.
Yummy. Lots of mosquitoes, huh?
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm just going to videotape this. So we got a big tube and a toilet. Well, I just want to see what it looks like inside. Did you look inside? Toilet.
Look how smooth the door is, but look how ragged this is.
Yeah, it's really weathered.
Yeah.
Well, they really went all out.
Yeah.
You know, did their best to make a good thing. Oh, this is a pretty cool place.
Yeah. Now do you say it looks abandoned?
Well, it looks kind of abandoned. Old maple syrup boiling shack. Oh man, look at the mosquitoes around us. This is crazy. Oh, bad year for mosquitoes, eh? Wow, neat. Wow. Yeah, I know this. I wouldn't say it's quite abandoned. Lots of nice equipment here still. So. No, I know. Let me turn on my flashlight. Oh, I got low battery. Parker,
Parker.
honey, don't.
Don't worry about it. It's not on. Won't run out of stuff.
So it's just his tool chest.
Yeah. At the refrigerator.
Yeah. Cool. Close that up. Neat. Wow, yeah, he's got lots of stuff here. All right, let's go.
Trying to push it.
Come on, Haley.
Hello, Dad. Yeah, it has some cracks. Probably won't hold us. Maybe.
Big generator. Whoa. It's in there. Oh, weird. So they have this part roped off. Oh no, these are the, this is for the maple syrup. There's all the tapping holes. You guys, so they use this stuff for, put their maple syrup in, the buckets. They have it all stringed through all these trees here. Ching, 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 ching. Sorry? I think this is a well. No, of water. Oh yeah. Hello! Hello! They have a pump. Yeah, see they have that's where all the smoke would come out at the roof, on top of the roof.
Oh, cool.
Look at that big chimney. Wow.
Wow, it's gold.
Yeah. Porches.
Yep. There's gold, Daddy.
Huh.
Daddy.
Hi.
Daddy.
Oh yeah, that's where all maple syrup goes, huh?
Oh, bird.
There's a bird in there.
Guys, there's a bird in here. Try to catch it.
Catch that bird.
Whoa.
Ah!
It was so brave. Its
Or-
wing touched my leg.
Either so brave or so scared. One or the other. He was making his nest up here.
Oh, yeah.
And look, he's pooed all over this thing.
Sounds hollow.
Yeah. Oh, look, it's all just crazy connections and everything.
Yeah, don't touch it. It might be electric.
Might be electrified.
Yeah.
Take a look inside. Wow, neat.
Like a minion's opening it for you at the same time.
Yeah, wow. Lots of ash still in there, but that'd be quite the job to clean it out. Yeah. All right, close it up.
You want to leave everything as it was.
Everything as it was.
If some people come back.
Or as a great man once said, leave it better than you found it. Toad!
Toads are so easy to catch.
Oh, sorry, Toad. So we had fun on our little hike, and I have 3 things to ship out now. 3 things sold yesterday. Today's Wednesday. So this is a dryer, a GE dryer motor. So you have the fan blade here. It expels like all the exhaust and all the lint stuff. And then this side here, you have that attaches to a belt, and then it spins that whole big drum inside of a dryer. So I sold the whole assembly as one piece because these things are really hard to get off these wheels. I don't know how you do it. Anyways, I got that from a dryer that I took apart. I sold that for, it was an auto accept of a best offer. So I have it set on the eBay listing to accept best offers at a certain point. So it gave me a best offer of $65 and it automatically accepted it. And its shipping is $20. It's going to Quebec. Next thing here, this is a thermostat switch from a stove, a range. So that's just a thermostat switch. That's the one of the knobs on the faceplate. Sits right on there. And so this is an older one. This is Robert Shaw. Yeah, so these are kind of an obsolete part. So you can't really find new ones anymore. But anyway, so I sold that one for how much was that? $49.95 and $14 for shipping. That's going to Manitoba. The last thing that I sold here are some more refrigerator bins. So yeah, these are just from like Whirlpool Maytag refrigerator. 3 of them sold, each for $20. And then it was $45 for shipping. That's going to Massachusetts. Alrighty, just leaving the house right now. We took the canoe off the truck, and I'm just going to go check out my bin. And then I have a couple pickups to do. One guy kept on calling me. He was bugging me to pick up his refrigerator, so I finally agreed to do it. Even though, I usually don't do pickups anymore. I don't give him my phone number, but he got my phone number somehow. And anyways, going to pick up his refrigerator, and then we have a friend of ours getting rid of their washer or dryer, one of those two. So go pick that up as well. All right. So I got some light fixtures. It looks like cassette tapes. I thought it was second there. I thought it might be like video games, but no. Actually, a turntable. Look at that. All right, this is my scrap from yesterday. Yesterday I picked up that refrigerator, washing machine, and there's all that scrap there from my bin. This refrigerator, there's not much on it that I want to salvage. It has like a couple bins on the inside door I may want to take off. I like selling those. But aside from the compressor or anything like that, no, it's just all scrap. This is a washing machine from my friend's house. He said it was probably a control board issue or something that was wrong with it. But I didn't mind picking it up because he had some other stuff for me. I'll show you what it is. A lot of boxes. So yeah, I love these boxes. There's a whole bunch back there. But this is the thing that I was really happy about. So if you know me, you know what my bread and butter is, and it's furnace parts. So this is an inducer motor. They had a furnace, and they had replaced their inducer motor, and so this was just about a year old. Then they ended up, a year later, they changed out their whole furnace, and so they took the motor back off thinking that they could give it to a friend, but they never did. So they gave it to me. Okay guys, these are the things I sold yesterday. This is a drip tray from a Tassimo coffee maker. Bosch Tassimo, I'm not sure how to pronounce it. Tassimo. So that's just a plastic drip tray. So you put your coffee cup on there. The other day I actually sold the water reservoir. I didn't show it in any of my videos, but I sold the water reservoir that came with this machine for about like, I think it was like 30 or 40 bucks. So I sold this one for $12.95 and $13 for shipping. That's going to Ontario. Next thing I sold here, this is just a big lot of kitchen knives. Just basic kitchen knives. This box kind of funny there, but yeah, so it's just a big lot of knives. No real special brands in there. I'm not very much of a knife expert, but I looked through most of them. I didn't see anything that really popped out, but they have some really neat stuff like that chopper there, and a couple of meat cleavers in there, but mostly it's just like, knives like that. So yeah, anyway, so this, I just collect them and I put them aside in a container, and then eventually the container got really full, so I listed it all in a big lot. Sold this whole lot for $45. And well, it's going to the States, so the shipping is a bit much, but it's $30 for shipping because this box is really heavy. So these knives really the weight adds up on them. So yeah, it's going to New York. I sold a microwave transformer. How much did I sell that for? $29.95. $20 for shipping. And I don't pull those out anymore, but I have pulled a few out, and I have a few listed on eBay right now. But yeah, that's a high voltage transformer. Yeah, it's $29.95, about 30 bucks for that. So the last thing that I sold here, this is probably most interesting because where it's going to. I'll get to that in a second. So this is a vintage General Electric little boombox, cassette player, radio cassette player, made in 1987. So you can see it there. It's pretty neat looking. It's got a nice little faceplate, and takes batteries, has an antenna. but also has a little power cord as well. So I took it all apart actually, and so I just took all the screws out and I took the whole thing apart and I cleaned it all up because this door wasn't opening and closing very well. There was a spring that was in there that it was all completely rusted up. So I soaked this spring in vinegar and I loosened it all up and I put it back together. And there was some other dirt inside. I blew it all out and just cleaned it up in general. It works fine. So it plays the cassettes very well, plays radio well, and yeah, so it works good. Yeah, that's something I just got at my drop-off bin. Someone just dropped that off at my recycling bin, and I saw that right away. It looks really nice. And vintage stuff like this, you know, if you don't already know, some of the big boom boxes, you know, like Run DMC style of boom boxes, those from the 80s, those things can go for thousands of dollars. But this one here, I only sold this one. It's a small one, $45 and $30 for shipping. Now the person who bought it, I don't usually tell where, you know, the address is or anything, but I will for this time because it's pretty cool. It's going to the set of Young Sheldon, 4000 Warner Boulevard in Burbank, California. So that is the Warner Brothers Studios in California. So yeah, I googled Young Sheldon. That's a spin-off series of The Big Bang Theory. So apparently it's airing this September. So my little stereo here is going to be a movie star. I don't have cable. I don't watch TV, but I'll have to rent that series, you know, to try and see my little stereo. Maybe it'll be on TV. So yeah, keep that in mind that a lot of set designers from the movies, they look over eBay all the time looking for vintage period type of stuff to put on their movies, on their TV shows. Hey guys, working on some inventory today, so I'm trying to get some stuff up on eBay. So this is a big pile here. Just working on these circulator pumps. These, if you see in my previous videos, I get a lot of water boilers and they have these circulator pumps. When I get them, they're kind of dirty, so I'm just trying to clean them up a little bit. So they come with these, I guess you would call that the armature. So that goes inside there, and then it just spins it around. But yeah, they have these plates here that go on first, and that goes on. They're like that. So yeah, you see, like I got this one here. It's rusted up, so I'm going to bring that outside, put it on like the wire wheel, clean that off a bit. I don't think that water isn't from the pump itself. It must have been leaking somewhere else, you know. So the other thing I'm going to do is get this copper off. So I'm going to just get the plumber's torch and just heat up the soldering and pull these copper pieces out. Now before you do anything like that, you want to make sure you remove any O-rings, or in this case, these housings, they had this little plastic thing here. So this is like a little mini check valve. So I took those out. It was kind of difficult to take out, but I managed to get both of them out of each housing here. So I have two of these identical pumps. Brand name is Taco cartridge, and they're both identical. So that's really good because, you know, I can just make one eBay listing and have the quantity of two. So I love doing that. So there's all the screws to hold this housing on. This other one back here is a little bit different. You know, it has that big pump housing there. It's really full of gunk. So you see I'm just soaking it in vinegar. It's coming out pretty good. And I have some screws in there as well. Yeah, I picked that up at the end of a driveway. Old vintage calculator. It works. I love these. I love vintage calculators. There we go, and I also cleaned off that with the wire wheel. And I took my drawer outside too, and I grinded all the paint off because it was always sticking and driving me crazy. Just at the drop-off bin today. funny, I saw this on the side of the road at someone's house in this town, and I saw it. I didn't want to pick it up, but then here it is at my bin. That's an old TV. A couple of saws. Big patio heater. Big patio heater thing. That's sometimes that's like aluminum or something. Couple sump pumps. Okay, I'm all done with these pumps here. These cartridge circulator pumps. So these two, I just made a listing, and then that one there, $75. I'm going to sell it without this housing, because this thing isn't a part that would normally go bad. Let's get to something a bit more interesting. Christine just brought home something for me. Ta-da! Check it out. So, I don't really go on Facebook very much, but you know, Christine is a part of some of these groups, these buy-sell groups. So she saw this. Someone was saying, make an offer. So she asked me, like, how much would you want for this? And I said, well, offer her 50. And so Christine offered her 35, and the person said, yeah, come on over. So she went over and got it, and she ended up saying, oh, just give me $30. She says, I'm so glad you came, because I was just getting flooded with messages for this thing. So 2 controllers. And this one's a bit discolored. This one looks good. And then the Mario Duck Hunt combo comes with the AC adapter and this TV hookup. So I'm going to try and hook it up to my testing TV there and see if it works. All right, so the Nintendo has a little bit of issues here. I took off the top cover because you know, that's what I'm getting right there. See, watch as I move the cartridge. So I got something going on here. Trying to figure out what it is. All right, well, here we go. Took the whole thing apart. There's just a lot of dust bunnies in here. I'm going to blow all this out with compressed air. And here is the main board. Right there. Nothing looks bad there. Just this is kind of dirty. Yeah, it all looks okay. So I took the this main 72 pin connector off of it. Yeah, so as you can see there, it's kind of moving. This one little pin, can't seem to get it bent back into shape. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and buy this thing. It's like, you know, $12 or so. It's not very expensive, and you know, I paid $30 for it, so it's going to be like $40 total. I'll definitely make my money back and more. You know, probably can sell this thing with the 2 controllers, the zapper, and the game. If I can get it to work, probably like $120, I think, maybe more. Not sure. I've never sold one before. I've sold the cardboard box it came in once. I had a nice cardboard box, old original Nintendo cardboard box with a styrofoam and everything. I think I sold that for like $110. I had to boost up the truck today. I seem to be doing this all the time now, leaving the lights on. Well, you guys didn't see that, but the truck died. As I was backing out of the driveway, it died. So half of my truck was on the road, half of it was in my driveway. Oh well, at least I was able to start it up again, and I didn't need another boost. I just started it up and revved it, so battery should be okay now. Yeah.